What it does essentially is it ends the operation of the second injury fund with the exception of maintaining the fund for service-connected disabled veterans. 18 states have reformed their workers' compensation funds by scaling back benefits that they provide. 20 states have reformed their funds with the elimination of the fund. So this is a course that's been taken by a majority of the 38 states that have had second injury fund reforms.
We've got to fix this problem. I think, and I want everybody to understand, it is my belief that because of the employer contribution cap being at 3%, the fund is headed to insolvency, and employers aren't going to get hit. Workers are going to get hit. We don't know how they're going to get hit. Are they going to get in line for their benefits? Are some going to get benefits and some get none? I don't think it's the right thing to do to sit here and let it go insolvent. So what I'm trying to do is do what I think is this bill represents a reasonable set of common sense fixes to the fund that aren't going to hurt people. They're going to bring the fund in line to where it's supposed to be operating.
Michael Grote, appearing on behalf of the Missouri Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We would also like to go on record in support of Senate Bill 1164. We think there are items in this piece of legislation that make a good attempt to preserve the second injury fund, which does serve benefits to both employees and employers that we think is beneficial. If there is a manner in which to preserve this fund, we are in support of, and we're supportive of Senator Loudon's attempt to do so.
That this is a revenue issue. It is not a benefit issue. And I think we need to address the revenue side of the House. And I would just say one more thing. People are saying, well, the Attorney General and the Treasurer raised the cap for what they pay in one lump sum for an alleged total disability claim from $40,000 to $60,000. I would suggest to you, as did the Price Waterhouse study, that can be a good thing. While it has a short-term impact on what the fund is paying now, what you're doing is you're eliminating fund liability going forward because you're moving that person out of the system. So I think that had a positive impact in the long run, although it certainly raised what the fund was paying in the short run.
This fund functioned fairly efficiently, fairly reasonably, fairly solvently for about 50 years. It's our view that it's only had problems in the last several years. And I agree with Mark that I think primarily the solution lies in funding. And I wonder also if the solution might lie somewhere with learning how to deal with people who've learned how to use the fund. I don't think those are citizens. I think you could line up 100 citizens out here, all of whom had an injury. 90% of them don't know about the second injury fund. Where do they get that information? From attorneys who are making money off of that fund.
Amen.
So if you amen me, I don't know why we have to remedy the problems with the fund on the backs of people who use the fund.